All right, what's up? What's good, everybody? This is obviously a warning. Everything is alleged. What we're going to hear is mostly from the perspective of DJ Akademiks. Yesterday, there was an issue between him and his live-in girlfriend. He had to call the cops. There was a lot of things that unfolded, and I'm going to show you some clips and some videos coming up here. But this goes back to the other video that I did about that streamer kid in Australia that had a situation with his girlfriend or wife or whatever she was. Is guy or girl, you can't ignore the signs of people that are aggressive or hostile, or they have a tendency to throw things or this or that or whatever. These, like I said in that video, are ticking time bombs waiting to go off. And this could have gone a whole bunch of different ways. And this obviously went in the favor of DJ Akademiks because he did the right things. So anyways, let's get to the videos.
Yeah, Cloud Chasers is out now, bro. Nah, it was almost. I ain't never had somebody try to kill me like that. That's crazy. I forgave a lot of shit. I forgive a lot of shit. You can't try to kill me out. That's not what I'm about to do. I'm not. This shit crazy.
One point I want to stress here is he's saying clout chasers and this and that, and of course that may be the truth, but you always, I mean, the best way to break everything down to the essence is you always gotta look, and you always gotta take responsibility. You know what I mean? Like every relationship that bad things, happened or whatever the situation, I can always look at it and I could have always said, you know what? I saw this coming. I should have dumped her then. I should have gotten rid of her when this happened. I should have done, I should have, would have, could have, blah, blah, blah. So you can, you know what I mean? Like starting to blame like them or whatever, and that's fine. But you're also the one that, contribute to it or let things happen or let things slide or help this volcano kind of build up. You know what I mean? I'm not saying in his situation. I don't know his situation. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying in a relationship situation as a guy. I always look at, man, you know what? If I would have left her when I, said I should have left her, you know what I mean? We wouldn't have had this problem, or she wouldn't have spent this money, or what, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever the deal is. But you got to take accountability and responsibility and realize that you're part of the problem by either letting it go on or staying with it. All right, so let's get back at it.
Bruh, look at this. Bruh, I never seen somebody just knock through a whole door, bruh. Look. Yeezy's ruined, that shit done. Bruh, show sprayed a fire extinguisher in my shit, man. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this shit, bro. I never even seen a fire extinguisher get sprayed before. But it's just still going in my mouth. Pause. Wildin'. Bruh, I'm gonna show you the craziest thing. And this is why, you know what I mean? I don't want to hear nobody, like, that's why I don't like talking about my personal life to some extent. And then that's why I hate when chicks be just constantly fucking cloud chasing, just mentioning me. Bruh, I seen Shorty talking about your mom. Like, who are you talking? Y'all want to see, bro, look at this shit. Shorty came at me with a knife. A knife, son. Bruh, that's knife mark, bruh. I ain't gonna lie, I was like Jay-Z, bruh. I ran like a bitch. Nigga, I ran like a bitch. She had 2 knives. I'm like, fuck that. I ran like a bitch, nigga. I closed the door. Bop! Like, trying to get me. But I'm alive. By the grace of God. I was on this side right here. Look, I seen this shit. I seen a knife come through here. And another one come through here. And then this shit, broken. She was about to get in here, bro. I ain't gonna lie, dog. Bruh. No. Somebody saying scripted, bruh. Nah, she locked up. Like, I ain't even gonna cap. Like, bruh. But that cloud chasing shit and like all this shit, like, I ain't trying to feed into that shit, nigga, but
Unbelievable, right? unbelievable. And think about this. So he's locked in the room, whatever. She's, got the knives in the door, allegedly, whatever, supposedly. She's got, breaking down the fire extinguisher, shooting it off, and all this other nonsense. What if he didn't have his phone? You know what I'm saying? And by the way, in a domestic situation, usually the first one that calls is the first one that the police are going to kind of take the side of. You know what I'm saying? And the other thing is this. She could have obviously done anything. She could have hurt herself, and then the cops show up and blame DJ Akademiks. I mean, that is entirely possible. Do you know what I'm saying? And what if he didn't have his phone? And then she's breaking in. I mean, God only knows. She's got 2 knives, whatever. How about this? What if she took the fire extinguisher and just decided to go spray it off in all his computer stuff and all, and all that gets ruined or damaged or whatever? I mean, this is unbelievable. Unbelievable. And I'm not saying she did it. I'm just saying this is what is going on. This is what's videotaped. Obviously, she was taken away. Obviously, you see the damage. So, this is what the story is. So, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, now let's go into other little stuff that DJ Akademiks talks about. And maybe this might shed a little more light on the subject.
Anyway, the moving out shit. She said she was staying with me to save up. But she always, and this is what I didn't like. She did extort me back like a few months ago. But one thing I kept telling her, I said, yo, the more I'm rocking with you, like, every time stop asking, don't ask me for money. I hated that shit. She looked at me and she said, this is what we're talking about the moving out shit. She said, give me to the end of the month, and then she said, give me to the end of December. Or if you want me to leave now, buy me a plane ticket and give me $5,000 I could go put down an apartment. Bro, what the fuck is going on? Like, you moving out has nothing to do with me giving you money. Like, and then she would make up some bullshit excuse. Well, you made me move from Michigan, and I'm here, and I'm staying with you, and you basically, like I didn't work, so now you should, you actually, no. Women, listen, she said, you owe me money for wasting my time. I could have been in Michigan just being a regular girl without all this clout, with all this fame and all of this. Like, in her mind, she's like fucking Cardi B. In her mind. With all this, I could have been without all that shit if you, if you didn't, like, bring me out here. So you owe me money. You should pay me for being out here and not working. What? And she was like, I came out here thinking that we were going to be together. I loved you. And then you keep fucking bitches. I'm like, all right. But that don't mean I owe you money. So she's like, give me money or let me save up till I can leave. When you going to save up? Give me this amount of weeks. Okay, give me a month. Give me 2 months. So I finally told her ass to leave, bruh. Like, that's it. That's it, bruh. That's it. Bro, she's the definition of being spoiled. Somebody living, yo, she used to look at me and say, yo, you have never done anything. I said, anything for me. I'm like, you've lived rent-free at the, like, me and her, we went fucking shopping for a place. When I mean shopping, I'm paying. She just picks wherever she wants. Because I had her stay, she was coming out here, I had her stay in the hotels for months. Like, that was, and it's not no regular hotel, like 4 or 5 star hotels. Bill on that shit was crazy. So I'm like, nigga, I might as well just get like a little burner spot out here. And, yeah. So I was like, I might as well just get a burner spot that she could just rock out at. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Tell them they can extend it. Yeah, tell me. Well, no, hold on. What time? 4. Nah. Somebody said, because you spoiled her. I mean, Kinda too. You're right. I ain't gonna lie. I did kind of spoil her because trust me, bruh. My thing was I thought she was a regular chick, but she wasn't on this shit. She was a regular chick, my nigga. And she came into this and she was around me and she started seeing a lifestyle and she said, fuck it, bro. I tried to get her a job, nigga. And at first she used to tell me I could come out there. She wasn't working no big ass job like that over there. So I was like, yo, how much you make an hour? Okay, come out here, cool out for a little bit. You're kicking it with me. We gonna be kind of dating or whatever. I'll get you a job out here for doing the same thing. And you get all the perks of like rocking with me. Nigga, I try to get her a job. She said, nigga, I don't want no job. I want to do what you do. You do all the cool shit. And I looked at her at that point. I said, all right, I'm not going to give you, I don't give nobody allowances. So if you want to stay rent-free, you want to just eat whatever food you want, like we'll have here. Like you basically just live for free. You have no responsibilities, no bills. You get whatever you want. But I'm not giving you money for you to go flex with. It's like a kid. Like, I'm sorry. That's like a kid, right? Even after all that, she would say, you've never done nothing for me. And I'm like, I kept telling her, I said, yo, if I was 22, nigga, I used to live out of my car for a little bit. If I was 22 and I get to live in a luxury-ass spot with nothing to pay, I don't have to get a job, nobody pressing me, I would never look at that person and say, you never did nothing for me. But that's the person we deal with. You feel me? Like,
after everything he just said, after everything he broke down, I spoil her, I pay for everything, she doesn't appreciate it, she doesn't want to work, she wants to do what I do, I'm not giving you money, blah, 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 I'm giving you all this stuff. And yet he still keeps her around. Do you see where it's your responsibility coming in? All right, let's get back to it.
In her mind, she used to say, oh no, you were supposed to bring me out here, like, and this is what she kept saying, yo, you made Selena almost get a love of hip hop. You supposed to put me on. I'm like, I didn't tell you I want to bring you here to get you famous, nigga. I told you that. I told you I like fucking with you. We rocking together. That's it. But these days when a chick well, I want to say a chick, nigga, she just wanted a lifestyle. She just wanted a lifestyle. She wanted a lifestyle. Flex with all my cars. I am flexing your cars. I would even tell her, I'm like, yo, for some privacy and security reasons, like you can't be putting like certain things about my vehicles and stuff you can't put online. I don't want niggas to know I got some shit. That's not my brand. I don't care if niggas know. I could have the new Lambo truck. I don't want niggas to know that. I'm not a rapper. Well, I am a rapper, little kids. But I don't want to. That's not what we're going to have on the gram all the time. That's not how it's going to go. That's for my enjoyment and my enjoyment only. That's when I really realized the mentality for Instagram mom. Biggest flexes. Like, they go around somebody. Oh, you own that? Good. I'll take a picture with it. Now it look like I own that nigga. Somebody say I'm supposed to blame it. Nigga, I know, nigga. Nigga, I know. I'm taking my blame. I told you, I'm taking my blame. I'm taking my blame. I'm taking my blame. I should drop it down like, take care. Let her stay. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I was in love with her. I don't love her. You know what I mean? And, you know, like, there's some women who, I seen them go like, yo, she ran at you with knives, what'd you do? Like, you know, there's a point that I felt like she had, you know, I felt like she loved me too. Like, but, you know, maybe I fucked that up in terms of, like, with other chicks or whatever. I understand, like, it's only so much you could probably take. But, nigga, she could have left at whatever point. She just kept saying, yo, all right, I'm gonna give you a chance. Are you gonna change? And I'm like, yeah. Right. I just want you, and that's why I was giving those hints out last year. If y'all see any of these chicks with some exposure, I'm at the point, there's no more extortion. My nigga. You know, like, if you gonna say some lies, like, instead of trying to play damage control behind the scenes, because, yo, she even told me, bro, I told you she wanted $20,000 for some shit. She said, give me 20,000. She found a video of me and somebody else. And she says, you have a clean reputation online. She says, how much is your reputation worth? And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? She says, because she found it on my phone, she sent it to her phone. She says, I'll delete him right now. Or I'll just keep him and leak him. And she says, how much is your reputation worth to you? And I said, what are you talking about? She says, how much is it? I said, I ain't got no money like that, bruh. But then, you know how I fucked up? That's why you see my place, they got all type of cameras and, well, cameras in certain areas. And I got a huge ass safe. I got fucking touch censored, like fingerprint locks and all that. Cause she would just go through all my shit. Like she just wanted to, like, I remember one time she came to me and she was like, I know you made this before your last contract renegotiation with Everyday Struggle. So imagine what you're making now. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how you know that?
Are you kidding me? Are you seriously joking me? That is crazy. This is why you have your own place. This is why she should have had her own place. This whole situation, that is so, if this is true, that is so crazy. I would be, in my mind, the second that somebody said some stuff like that to me, I would be, in my mind, all I would think about is how to easily, and what is the best way to get this, to eliminate this situation. Do you know what I mean? Everything that he's talking about is unbelievable. And I mean, if she's living, I don't know if they're living together. Let's watch the video a little bit further. But if she's living with him and she's got all day to go around and, you know, go through every file and every drawer and everything or whatever, or what's not locked or whatever the situation is, that's just crazy. That's just crazy. If you don't know somebody, and I mean know somebody, you certainly don't live with them. Like, you would have to date like a year, and then maybe you two get a place. Do you know what I mean? But you would have to know what's up. And by the way, I guess he said she's 22. I don't know her age. But anything under, let's say 30. It's too young. It's too young to be living with somebody. It's just too young. She don't got a job. She got nothing to do. You know what? You're her focus. And then she also moved out from wherever it was, Michigan or whatever the deal was. All of a sudden, guess what, man? You're her prime. You know, you're the main thing. So if all of this is oh my God, man! Like, I would, the second I heard any of that, it would be, how do I easily, and, you know, what's the easiest way to eliminate this situation? You know what I mean? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. But let's listen a little bit further. But this is crazy if this is real.
She like going through documents and all that. She just, so she armed with all this information. She looks at me and she says, 20,000, I delete it. You don't give me 20,000, they'll probably just pop up online. What? So I'm over here, I'm like, I don't got 20 grand. Then, like, at that point, I'm like, does she realize she's like, this is a crime? It got to the point I look at her, I'm like, yo, no. This is how bad it was. I ain't gonna lie, it was me that wanted to do too much. I told her, I said, listen, I give you 10 grand. And she was like, nope, you can afford 20. I'm like, nigga, I can't afford 20. I'm broke. Nope, you make this, you make this, you make this. I see this come in, I see that come in. Nope, no. 20, nigga. Anyway, her stupid ass didn't even realize fucking extorted me. Like, all this stuff, I have like recorded. I even told her like later, I was like, you know, I like recorded your ass while you were extorting me. Like that's a easy Fed charge, and I wired you money. Like, That's an easy Fed charge like you could have caught. I just didn't want to get you locked up. You broke my shit the first time. I didn't want to get you locked up because my ass was in love. I paid for all that shit. Second time, you extort me now, give you money, she dips. The crazy thing is, and this is how you know people's mentality. Somebody who doesn't make a lot of money, you give them 10 grand, they not gonna spend it like that. She probably spend that in 2 weeks, bro. Bro, she ran through that shit. She ran through it like it was. She ran through it like it was nothing. Bang, bought this. Bang, bought this. Bang, bought this. Buy this again. I'm buying this. I'm in Puerto Rico. Or where? No, Dominican Republic. Teeth-faced. Everything. So that's why even like, you see now, you see, care about reputation so much. Like, you know when, I never said I paid for her teeth. Like, because I never told people about the extortion thing. People just assumed, how did you get your teeth done? I probably paid. Then, 3 days ago when I further clarified, I said, her teeth got done because I gave her money to leave. I didn't even, like, I looked at it like this. Because I said, yo, I'm going to give you this money, just leave, yo. Please don't be, like, running to the blogs with stories. And I think, honestly, she wouldn't have been doing no exposed shit if I looked her recently and said, here's $5 grand, go to Miami. She would have never said she's going to expose me, I'm a monster, but you just got to give the money. As soon as you give the money, it's cool. But if you don't give the money, nigga, I'm on your head on the blogs. I'm going to show you why you should have paid up. That's the reality we live in. And y'all could call me a simp, but we live in a reality where women could weaponize real shit to try to take you down. And if you don't comply, they'll go hard, try to make it believable to get you down.
Real quick, they can't get a check from you if they don't know anything about you and they're not living with you, going through all your stuff. So let's keep that in mind. You know what I mean? Let's keep that in mind.
Because they want to check. They want to check. That's it. You give them a check, nothing happens. And I know some of y'all might be like, I would never give a person this. When you thinking about how much you have to lose, bruh, in the grand scheme of things, man, yo, take that 10. Yo, go ahead, bruh. It's just this time, I just wasn't willing. I took a stance and I said, you came back. Like, after the DR shit, she ran through it so quick. She started like, oh, you know, she's like, oh, I kind of had to change your heart, kind of, you know, I'll give you another chance. And, you know, I was stupid, I ain't gonna lie. My stupid ass, I looked at it like, you know what? Even though she fucking extorted me, imagine what, like, maybe a lot of women would act the same if they went through their guy's phone and found a videotape of him and some other woman.
Nah, homie. I don't think so. After all that stuff, everything you just said, she runs out of money and now she wants to come back and work things out. And you're going to take her back after all that? Nah, I don't think so, homie.
She would probably, any woman would probably get a little bit irrational. So I forgave her. But then this recent shit, man, I ain't into it. I ain't playing with it. And it was the first time she tried to kill me.
Alright, so being attacked with knives, I guess, is the cutoff point for DJ Akademiks. So I guess he doesn't want to mess with her anymore. So, but bottom line is this is what I was trying to tell people in that other video as well. There's all, you know, you heard him talk about all these warning signs and all these little things that were just kind of stacking up and all this stuff. And by the way, like I said, if he didn't have his phone, this could have gone horrible. Okay? If she would have hurt herself and called the police, this could have gone horrible. There's so many variables in this situation. I'm glad nobody got hurt. But still, you know, there's still, it's just such a bunch of nonsense, the whole thing, and you know what I mean, and everything dealing with it. Now I know we're hearing, you know, DJ Akademiks' point of view, and there's always three sides to every story, and it's his side, her side, and the truth. and who knows if we'll ever get it or whatever. But the whole point is, this is what I'm just trying to tell normal dudes is, don't put yourself in these situations. I'm not talking about DJ Academics, okay? I don't know what's going on with their situation. Who knows? I'm just talking to normal dudes, and this is an example. Don't put yourself in these situations. Watch those red flags. Watch those warning signs. You know what I mean? And here's a couple other things. Like, let's say you are famous. Let's say you've got a lot of followers or whatever, and then somebody that's an Instagram model wants to hook up with you, and you like her and she likes you and everything. Cool. Then just say, hey, I'll hang out with you or whatever, but I don't want to be part of your stuff, your climb. So, you climb on your own. Don't say nothing about me. We'll keep our, relationship on the DL. And then, you know what I mean? And then see if she still wants to be a part of you. Because if she doesn't want to be a part of you anymore, and you're not going to be part of her, she's not going to be known for being known around you or with you or whatever, then you know what the real truth is. The other thing is, don't ever let anybody move in with you. You know what I mean? Especially somebody that you don't know. Okay? By the way, going into that, if she has lived there since they've been dating or whatever the situation is, even if she's lived there a couple months, if she's receiving mail there, then that means she's a resident there. Then whatever New York's law is about getting her out, you know what I mean? Like, there might be a law that says, hey, you can just kick them out and, that's it. Change the locks and everything's cool. You might have to give him 30 days. You might have to give him 60 days. Who knows what's going to happen? You don't know if she's going to change her story and say that, he did something to her or what. You never know. So my point is, the minute the red flags start popping up, you got one red flag, okay, you talk about it, you try to, iron it out. 2 red flags, it's over, it's done, it's a wrap. You know what I mean? Just figure out the nicest, at most amicable way you can, and then all of a sudden just distance yourself from the situation. You know what I mean? I can't see you, I'm busy, things came up, I'm not feeling it anymore, whatever, I've met somebody new, whatever the situation is, just get out of it without any sort of, ill will. You know what I mean? Just be cool and keep everything friendly and just be nice. Because obviously, if she's coming after this cat with knives, I mean, she could come after his cars. I mean, who knows? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so what else will we learn? She's 22. Don't get serious with somebody under 30. Okay? Number one. Another thing is, don't fly somebody in from another state and all that other nonsense. Okay? That's just looking for trouble. By the way, don't get serious with somebody who hasn't found their dreams, or she's 22. Of course, of course not. You know what I mean? But let's say she wants to be an Instagram model or a star or whatever her deal is. She's not there yet. So don't get serious with somebody that's not in where they want to be yet. I mean, everybody's on a climb and everybody's on a hustle and everybody's still trying to get somewhere else. Even a billionaire wants to, climb. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that, but I am saying, like, let them get in a position of where, they're happy with their life, they're content with their life, they're working on their goal and their dream. And things are going in there in a good direction for them, to where they're not reliant and looking for somebody to join on. I'm not saying she is. I'm just saying, just advice in general. Okay. The other thing is, don't mess with people that are broke, guy or girl. Okay. Unless they're just all of a sudden they just had a rough time. If somebody's hustling and they're broke, cool. I can mess with that girl. You know what I mean? But if a girl's just broke because her ex-boyfriend dumped her and she just likes to lounge around, or she doesn't really want to do anything, or she wants a dude to take care of her or whatever, then keep moving on down the line. Let somebody else pay for that. I don't want to pay for that. You know what I mean? You want to pay for that? You might want to rethink your whole, situation in life. But anyways, okay, so we talked about the red flags. Untrust your instincts. Trust your instincts. So you got an instinct that something's wrong, that something's not right. Maybe she really doesn't care about you or whatever, you know what I mean? Or maybe you don't really care about her. I don't know, whatever the situation is. But trust your instincts. Your instincts are there for a reason. Just most people just don't listen to them. And the other thing is, the last thing I'm gonna close on is stop giving money to people. Stop giving money to people. You know what I mean? If they don't have money, they need to do something. They need to go earn it. You know what I mean? Like I'm saying, if she's on the hustle, she's on the grind, but she just hasn't got her paycheck yet or something or whatever, or she just moved and she incurred all this debt and she just needs a little help, that's one thing. But somebody that's just like, look, I just want to chill out. I just want things to be handed to me and I just want it all to be easy and blah, blah, blah. Don't give money to that person. And that could be anybody, a family member, whatever. Help those who help themselves. Okay? Bottom line with that, that's the whole deal with money. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm also going to put in a playlist. I'll attach that other video about the streamer kid. And you can watch that too. There's a lot of parallels there. So anyways, appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so very much for doing that. Please subscribe. Please hit the bell for notifications. If you liked it, please, slap a like on there. Comment. Let me know your thoughts. What are your guys' take on this? You know what I mean? Let me know. Anyways, hope everybody's holidays are going well. Appreciate you again. Everybody have a great day, and I'm out.